the scene. The driver got out of the truck. He reached down. He put the pump in gear. He set the parking brake. He reached up, put the truck in drive. He listens. Views. We have a light on our pump panel. The pump's in gear. We have an ignition for manual start if it didn't come out. He looks at it, everything pops out, the light came on. We do have an alarm that beeps 3 or 4 times, tells us we're in gear. Pump operator gets up on the truck. Our truck's set up where we can open the tank to fill and also the tank to pump. They discharge the lines from the pump, and he starts flowing water to the fire scene.
All right, so you got up here, and then what do you do?
We open the tank to pump. We actually flow a little bit of tank water. And that was before we discharged any water into the hose lines. That keeps water circulating into the pump and into the tank for overheating purposes.
Yep.
And then once they called for water, we opened the discharge that they called for, which they pulled off the truck. And our truck, we have it set up. We have a preset, so we're running off the preset side of our pump. We get a preset at 100 PSI. Right now we've got an intake of 37 gallons. We're getting fed by another truck. Our water tank is full. We've got everything shut.
So we're not doing anything. We're just the water is coming from there to them, basically.
Correct.
Right now.
We're just a gate valve as we sit right now.
Because right now we're closed here,
Close the pump.
and we're closed here,
The only one open.
and that's that 2.5 down there that we just saw going out. So it's pretty simple then.
Yes.
What is this thing over here?
This is actually a gauge that shows us how much we're flowing. So right now the guys at the fire scene are flowing 184 gallons a minute. We can see the percentage of foam that we can give. This is how many gallons of water we've flowed since we started the drill.
Wow, that's a lot.
And then we haven't used any foam, so we're at 0.
Okay. All right, and this is your intake
valve.
on the passenger side.
Yep.
So you have to push that to open it because there's no valve down there, right?
Correct. Internal.
Okay, so that's that. We know what that is now.
And there's one on that side. That's the
Yep,
driver's
that's
side.
to open the other one. Okay.
So
Yeah.
when it comes to drafting, the first thing you're doing is you're putting your transmission into pump gear.
Yep.
Once you've done that, you put your transmission into drive, and that'll start your pump. Normally this green light would be lit and say, okay, we're good to pump. So what we're doing is we're jet siphoning. So we've got this 1.5 inch line going into the strainer in the tank. So we're feeding that with our tank water to help us get our prime.
Okay. So so you got here. What is the first thing you did once you got here?
Well, the first thing is you get your tank to pump open
To
so
circulate
that
water.
you're circulating water, and it also helps get water
Get water to the tank,
to the pump.
to the pump here, so that
Correct.
there's no air in it.
Correct.
Correct.
Right now we have a full tank. Unfortunately, small tank in this truck.
Yep.
So we're just taking from here, from the porta tank, and sending it directly to the engine.
What is this?
That's the discharge line that goes out.
It's called deck gun. Okay, so
Yep.
that's the 4-inch going to the engine right now.
Correct.
All right, and how can you see how much you're pushing out to them?
Right here under pressure.
Yeah. So if you can give,
So-
when I give them more, you just increase your throttle
Correct.
right in there, right?
And because we're so close, you don't want to give them a lot of pressure.
Correct.
You'll basically override their pump.
You don't want to do that.
Correct.
You want them to do some work.
So
Okay, so that's basically it. It's not that complicated. And then which line is that one? Right now it's closed, right? Your siphon line?
correct. That
Okay.
conditioner dies or
I have